Is business information technology worth it? This kind of question I got like from one of our followers, and I think this is a great question I have to answer, because this is, I think, most interesting for all the people who have the interest to study business information technology, or sometimes also called business informatics. So I try to give some thoughts about this question, but a small disclaimer: I'm of course a student of the first semester in business information technology, so like always you have to take my advice with some kind of grain of salt, because in my own experience I don't have the big insights into the industry yet, so I can give you like the full answer from the bottom of my heart and say 100% you have to do it. And before I'm gonna answer this question, here's like a small demand on my side. So these are, if you can't see it, these are instant nudeln, and we call it in Germany Yum Yum noodles, and this is like the quite common food German students have to eat to survive. So seriously guys, subscribe to this channel, leave a like, write a comment, so we can get this video as far as possible, because I can't take these noodles anymore, man. Just subscribe. So you have to know that the business information technology, the study itself, it is based on 50% on topics about economics, and the other 50% are of course IT related. To give like a quick answer to this question, if business information technology is worth it, it depends on what kind of preference do you have. If you have the preference to be one day a software developer, or maybe one day you want to be like an app developer, or maybe you want to go just into web design, then maybe business information technology is maybe not the right choice for you. Because like from my own decision why I have decided to study business information technology is because I already have interest into economics myself. Even in my free time I try to learn on how to do investments, on how to value companies, how to value the stock market. So for me to even get like even more experience on a scientific approach on how to evaluate those companies is for me interesting.
Quickly, Hammond began quickly. Humid began quickly, but Cooley Will's going to head it off clearly at the first corner, and Cooley Will leads out by 5 lengths into the back. Humid second, Surflot up to third. Cooley Will has blitzed them. Wins it by 4. Second, Surflot. Humid ran third.
So that's why I also decided, okay, I want to do business information technology, and because I also already have some, let's say, small experience in web design, I already have some kind of experience in programming, so I thought why I shouldn't do business information technology. And related to this question, if business information technology is worth it, you also might have the question, can I find a job when I finish the study? So also here you have to take this advice with the grain of salt, because of course I can't give you like a general answer and say yeah, definitely, like in every part of the world people need business information specialists. I think like most of the countries in 21st centuries have the interest to digitalize the industry, because this is the standard the global market is demanding. Like even smaller companies, like companies who maybe just 1 or 2 person work inside, they have to digitalize their products, or they have to digitalize their services. Even people who work as a inside the craftsmanship, like a plumber for example, even he or she needs a website to be found on Google or maybe on Bing or whatever. So you see here the industry has a big demand, but the better question you should ask yourself is, does your current market situation in your country, does it offer you enough space to apply to find a job? Is there a demand to be one day a business information technologist or not? So from my own experience, I live in Berlin, so luckily we have like a small startup scene, and like always startups are, they try to integrate new technology into their business project they have. So there is also a big demand for people who already have the knowledge on how they can help them to digitalize the product or digitalize the service. And if you decide to study business information technology, so your current working field is inside the economical industry. And if you work for the economical industry, you can of course earn more money than, for example, if you would decide to work for a startup or maybe for a smaller company, of course. But you also have to understand that the higher the income is, you have to make some kind of exchange. So usually this higher income is also connected with more responsibility. You will have more stress. So if you think, okay, I just want to have more job security because I want to decide on how I can prepare my life, maybe if you want to have your own house, if you want to have your own family and you want to keep it like more safe into your life decisions, then maybe going into computer science is maybe a better choice. But you have to understand, I say maybe, because it of course depends on your personality, it depends on your own choice, and it depends on your own life expectations. And like always, vielen Dank for watching this video. We're gonna see us in the next one. Enjoy your day, learn hard, and yeah, we see us in the next video. Peace.